Nama saya Iman Muhammad. Saya dari program studi Manajemen Informatika Universitas Negeri Surabaya. NIM saya 2005-1397-019. Di sini saya akan membahas cara kerja dari search engine Google. Bagaimana sih cara kerja dari search engine Google? Simak videonya berikut ini. Siapa yang gak tahu Google? Semua orang itu pasti menggunakan Google, pasti pernah mengakses google.com. Google.com adalah salah satu perusahaan teknologi terbesar di dunia. Ya di dunia loh ya, bukan hanya di negara asalnya aja, Amerika Serikat. Secara lengkapnya, yaitu Google ada perusahaan multinasional yang bergerak pada bidang jasa dan internet. Produk-produk yang ditawarkan oleh Google antara lain teknologi pencarian, komputasi web, perangkat lunak, dan periklanan daring. Google berdiri pada tanggal 4 September 1998. Google didirikan oleh Larry Page dan temannya Sergey Brin saat menjadi mahasiswa PhD di Universitas Stanford. Mereka berdua memegang saham sekitar 16% saham perusahaan. Mereka menjadikan Google sebagai perusahaan swasta pada tanggal 4 September 1998. Pernyataan misinya adalah mengumpulkan informasi di dunia dan membuatnya dapat diakses dan bermanfaat oleh semua orang. Slogan yang tidak resmi waktu awal didirikan adalah Don't be a devil. Nah, selanjutnya kita akan membahas apa itu search engine. Search engine adalah sebuah program komputer tertentu yang khusus difungsikan untuk membantu pengguna dalam mencari berkas-berkas yang tersimpan dalam layanan World Wide Web atau WWW atau newsgroup pada sejumlah jaringan komputer server. Search engine mempunyai banyak fungsi dalam kehidupan kita sehari-hari karena hampir semua orang pasti menggunakan search engine tersebut. Dari contohnya adalah informasi tentang sepak bola, informasi tentang resep, informasi tentang tutorial, bahkan tentang pelajaran di sekolah pun ada di Google. Informasi tersebut dikemas dalam bentuk konten yang menggunakan search engine marketing atau SEM maupun search engine optimization atau SEO. Nah, kita akan membahas salah satu search engine dari salah satu perusahaan teknologi terbesar di dunia, yaitu dari google.com. Search engine sejatinya memiliki 3 fungsi utama, yaitu crawling atau untuk menemukan konten, indexing untuk menyimpan dan melacak konten, dan retrieval untuk mengambil konten relevan ketika kita akan mencari sesuatu pada search engine tersebut. Nah, kita akan membahas apa itu crawling atau untuk menemukan konten. Crawling adalah tahap pertama dari kerja search engine. Tahap ini meliputi scanning, mengumpulkan detail dari setiap halaman website seperti judul, gambar, kata kunci, internal link, dan sebagainya. Setiap crawler mengumpulkan data yang berbeda pula. Bot atau spider yang mengunjungi setiap halaman pada website bekerja sangat cepat. Bahkan Google Spider itu dapat membaca ribuan halaman per detik. Crawler ini juga akan mengunjungi ulang halaman pada website untuk melihat perubahan yang dilakukan pada website. Sebagian halaman dapat ditandai dengan no index, yaitu seperti memberikan sinyal pada bot agar tidak mengindekskan halaman yang sama. Salah satu alasan untuk melakukan no index yaitu untuk menghindari konten-konten yang ganda atau duplikat. Tahap kedua pada search engine yaitu indexing. Apa itu indexing? Indexing adalah tahap di mana data yang sudah di-crawl tadi kemudian diproses dan diletakkan di database. Apa sih bedanya crawling dan indexing? Crawling itu tadi untuk membaca seluruh data tersebut, sedangkan indexing untuk ketika Anda membuat catatan tentang seluruh data buku tersebut. Nah, tahap akhir dalam proses search engine yaitu retrieval dan ranking. Retrieval adalah proses ketika search engine seperti Google memproses permintaan dan pernyataan yang biasa Anda ketik di Google Search. dan memberikan halaman dari website yang paling relevan bagi permintaan Anda. Setiap search engine atau mesin pencari memiliki algoritma yang caranya tersendiri dalam memilih konten atau halaman mana yang paling relevan yang Anda minta. Itulah kenapa Google, Bing, Yahoo, dan search engine lainnya memberikan hasil yang berbeda-beda untuk setiap permintaan. Setiap perusahaan search engine merahasiakan algoritma dan cara mereka untuk memberikan ranking pada halaman website tertentu. Semakin tinggi, semakin relevan hasil yang diberikan, maka semakin bagus pula algoritma yang mereka miliki. Selanjutnya kita akan membahas algoritma pada mesin pencarian Google. Bagaimana sih algoritma dari Google mencari web yang Anda butuhkan dan sesuai dengan permintaan Anda? Pertama, mesin pencarian ini akan meraba web dan menjelajahi internet dengan program otomatis untuk mencari semua informasi-informasi baru. Program tersebut akan memberikan catatan pada situs mulai dari judul hingga teks yang digunakan. Program ini juga mempelajari detail isi situs, siapa saja yang mungkin tertarik untuk menemukan situs tersebut. Sederhananya, algoritma Google menemukan data baru, mencatat tentang data tersebut, kemudian menyimpan informasi itu dengan akurasi dalam database. Selanjutnya, Google mencari cara terbaik untuk mencocokkan dan menampilkan informasi dalam database, sehingga ketika Anda mengetik suatu topik pada kolom pencarian, dalam sekejap sistem peringkatnya memilah dan menampilkan hasil pencarian yang sangat relevan.
Hi, my name is Matt Cutts. I'm an engineer in the quality group at Google, and I'd like to talk today about what happens when you do a web search. The first thing to understand is that when you do a Google search, you aren't actually searching the web. You're searching Google's index of the web, or at least as much of it as we can find. We do this with software programs called spiders. Spiders start by fetching a few web pages. Then they follow the links on those pages and fetch the pages they point to, and follow all the links on those pages and fetch the pages they link to, and so on, until we've indexed a pretty big chunk of the web. Many billions of pages stored across thousands of machines. Now, suppose I want to know how fast a cheetah can run. I type in my search, say cheetah, running, speed, and hit return. Our software searches our index to find every page that includes those search terms. In this case, there are hundreds of thousands of possible results. How does Google decide which few documents I really want? By asking questions, more than 200 of them, like, how many times does this page contain your keywords? Do the words appear in the title? In the URL? Directly adjacent? Does the page include synonyms for those words? Is this page from a quality website, or is it low quality, even spammy? What is this page's page rank? That's a formula invented by our founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin that rates a web page's importance by looking at how many outside links point to it and how important those links are. Finally, we combine all those factors together to produce each page's overall score and send you back your search results about half a second after you submit your search. At Google, we take our commitment to delivering useful and impartial search results very seriously. We don't ever accept payment to add a site to our index, update it more often, or improve its ranking. Let's take a look at my search results. Each entry includes a title, a URL, and a snippet of text to help me decide whether this page is what I'm looking for. I also see links to similar pages, Google's most recent stored version of that page, and related searches that I might want to try next. And sometimes, along the right and at the top, I'll see ads. We take our advertising business very seriously as well, both our commitment to deliver the best possible audience for advertisers and to strive to only show ads that you really want to see. We're very careful to distinguish your ads from regular search results. And we won't show you any ads at all if we can't find any that we think will help you find the information you're looking for. Which in this case, the cheetah's top running speed is more than 60 miles an hour. Thanks for watching. I hope this made Google a little bit more understandable.
Every day, billions of people come here with questions about all kinds of things. Sometimes we even get questions about Google search itself, like how this whole thing actually works. And while this is a subject entire books have been written about, there's a good chance you're in the market for something a little more concise. So let's say it's getting close to dinner and you want a recipe for lasagna. You've probably seen this before, but let's go a little deeper. Since the beginning, back when the homepage looked like this, Google has been continuously mapping the web, hundreds of billions of pages, to create something called an index. Think of it as the giant library we look through whenever you do a search for lasagna or anything else. Now, the word lasagna shows up a lot on the web. Pages about the history of lasagna, articles by scientists whose last name happened to be lasagna, stuff other people might be looking for. But if you're hungry, randomly clicking through millions of links is no fun. This is where Google's ranking algorithms come into play. First, they try to understand what you're looking for, so they can be helpful even if you don't know exactly the right words to use or if your spelling is a little off. Then they sift through millions of possible matches in the index and automatically assemble a page that tries to put the most relevant information up top for you to choose from. Okay, now we have some results. But how did the algorithms actually decide what made it onto the first page? There are hundreds of factors that go into ranking search results, so let's talk about a few of them. You may already know that pages containing the words you search for are more likely to end up at the top. No surprise there. But the location of those words, like in the page's title or in an image's caption, those are factors too. There's a lot more to ranking than just words. Back when Google got started, we looked at how pages link to each other to better understand what pages were about and how important and trustworthy they seemed. Today, linking is still an important factor. Another factor is location, where a search happens. Because if you happen to be in Ormea, Italy, you might be looking for information about their annual lasagna festival. But if you're in Omaha, Nebraska, you probably aren't. When a web page was uploaded is an important factor too. Pages published more recently often have more accurate information, especially in the case of a rapidly developing news story. Of course, not every site on the web is trying to be helpful. Just like with robocalls on your phone or spam in your email, there are a lot of sites that only exist to scam, and every day scammers upload millions more of them. So just because instantvirusdownload.net lists the words lasagna recipe 400 times, that doesn't mean it's going to help you make dinner. We spend a lot of time trying to stay one step ahead of tricks like these, making sure our algorithms can recognize scam sites and flag them before they make it to your search results page. So let's review. Billions of times a day, whenever someone searches for lasagna, or resume writing tips, or how to swaddle a baby, or anything else, Google's software locates all the potentially relevant results on the web, removes all the spam, and ranks them based on hundreds of factors like keywords, links, location, and freshness. Okay, good time to take a breath. This last part is about how we make changes to search, and it's important. Since 1998, when Google went online, people seem to have found our results pretty helpful. But the web is always changing, and people are always searching for new things. In fact, 1 in every 7 searches is for something that's never been typed into the search box before, by anyone, ever. So we're always working on updates to search, thousands every year. Which brings up a big question. How do we decide whether a change is making search more helpful? Well, one of the ways we evaluate potential updates to search is by asking people like you. Every day, thousands of search quality raters look at samples of search results side by side, then give feedback about the relevance and reliability of the information. To make sure those evaluations are consistent, the raters follow a list of Search Quality Evaluator guidelines. Think of them as our publicly available guide to what makes a good result good. Oh, and one last thing to remember. We use responses from raters to evaluate changes, but they don't directly impact how search results are ranked. So there you have it. Every time you click search, our algorithms are analyzing the meaning of the words in your search, matching them to the content on the web, understanding what content is most likely to be helpful and reliable, and then automatically putting it all together in a neatly organized page designed to get you the info you need. All in, 0.81 seconds? Wow. Anyone else ready for dinner?